world, consciously risking their lives for everybody's well-being. When the health ministry in India offered double salaries for all nurses and doctors, they came out and refused. I think of over 100,000 deaths in the world, over 5,000 have been of medical professionals. Here is a little poem for you. It's called Shameless. A peacock with his magnificent plume, a masterpiece of color and form, without compare, has to let out high-pitched calls to get attention to his immense beauty. Living in this world that is distracted beyond words and clueless of the many rewards of keenness of attention. In challenging times that we are, if you have something of value that could benefit life in smallest ways, stand up and shout shamelessly. Well, tomorrow morning 10 o'clock, the Prime Minister is addressing the nation with whatever policy shifts that will be made for the coming few weeks. A few states have gone ahead and anyway announced a full lockdown. That includes Tamil Nadu, where Isha Yoga Center is. So, as far as we are concerned, we continued the lockdown till 30th of April. In the rest of the country, will there be small relaxations for certain type of activities or not is something we will know by tomorrow. I think there will be, because it is harvesting season in certain parts of the country, in the north. So, there could be relaxations for that, and also there could be relaxations for certain manufacturing segments, that partial operations of industry, they wanted to start so that post-April, they will be able to get fully into production stage. So this is like a small step in that direction. But everything is still fluid and up in the air because subject to the mood of the virus and how responsibly all of us behave. Because how much load will be on the nation and the world and the infrastructure, the medical infrastructure that is in the world, largely depends on how responsibly we conduct ourselves, how effectively we ensure that the virus doesn't come to us. Even within Coimbatore city, certain areas have been completely shut off, totally. Certain areas have been blockaded because they found some cases and they're responding like this, which is the only way to do. Fortunately, still the number of people infected and also the number of fatalities is very much in control in India, and also the curve is little bit flattening out. The effect of lockdown is showing. Fortunately, even in United States, the fatalities have kind of flattened out. It was 2,000 a day, it's kind of come down a little bit, but the number of infected people, the number of people in ICUs, that number I think has gone up. So, we still don't know which way it's going. Because these are large countries, India, United States, these are very large countries. What happens in one… it's like, compared to many other nations, every state is like a nation. So, in United States, you can say there are 50 nations. In India, there are about 28 nations in terms of states, because the population and the geographical space is such that we cannot really look at, the numbers for the entire nation. Right now, I think whatever is happening in United States, maybe, I'm not clear about the numbers, but at least 50% could be just from New York State. The rest of the country may not be going through the same thing because there is substantial geographical distances. And if people behave responsibly, it can be contained where it is. So, here we are. And this situation should not go waste. So many people's lives gone, that should not go waste. So many have died, over 100,000 people have died. We should not let this go waste. We must use this time. There's another 16 to 17 days in here, in India, and for all of us. As I said earlier, every one of us should strive at least 10% upgrade in who we are, physically, mentally, emotionally, in terms of our competence of what we are doing. 10% upgrade, the whole world will be a better place to live, believe me, if everybody becomes 10% better than who they are. And well, in the spiritual communities this exists, but if everybody takes this on, every year you take 2 or 3 weeks off for an upgrade for yourself, physical, mental, emotional and competence upgrade, if you do for yourself consciously, this may be happening without being very conscious about it in the process of one's work and life. But I'm saying a conscious break just to upgrade yourself, if everybody takes this, I think in a few years, we wouldn't regret this pandemic because we will have a much better humanity and that's the only way forward. So the losses that we have taken in terms of life, the losses that we will take in terms of economic losses and the amount of social disruption that will happen out of this, we must compensate this with upgrade of human lives, because ultimately that's all that matters to us.